What's up everyone, it's Dusty Gogoat. Welcome back to my headcanon. Today we're going to be talking about Goodra. Last week, Riddler hinted at a HISUIan Goodra that would be dragon and steel type. Today we're going to take a look at all possible designs and concepts for a HISUIan Goodra. Right now is Pokemon leak season. If you don't want to miss a single rumor or leak, hit that subscribe button right now. I've got no water, let's get right into this. So last week, the infamous Riddler hinted at a Dragon Steel type Goodra line. This was in reference to the original rumor riddle collage that was posted maybe about a month ago at this point. The image that he was using to hint, it was a picture of a snail ring. This sparked the imaginations of so many artists across the internet, but then eventually Riddler admitted that this would be in relation to the Goodra line, which is really cool because this is a Pokemon that we haven't really seen get any love since Generation 6, which to me feels like it wasn't that long ago, but that's 2013. 2013 is 9 years ago. So let's start this off. Let me show you what I created for this rumor. When I was making my thumbnail, I said this would be amazing if this Goodra gets bitten by a Shelder and then the Goodra essentially just gets the Slowbro tail, the infamous Slowbro tail, and just add that onto the lore of Shelder and Slowpoke. So this is what I created, this abomination. I have no Photoshop skills. I made this in Canva. I think it's pretty good for what it is. You can see the Shelder tail and you can see all the cut lines for when I was trying to cover up the pink of the Slowbro. I think it's a good design, honestly. Maybe I'll start a Fakemon region. This is pretty good stuff. So if we take a look at Goodra in general, it's a drippy, disgusting, oozy dragon. It's in the name, Ooze Goodra. It's really cute. It's one of the cutest pseudo-legendary Pokemon since Dragonite and that entire line. Gumi was in the anime. Ash had a Gumi. I think that was one of Ash's. I think that was Ash's first dragon type Pokemon, which is kind of epic. This Pokemon revolves around Rain Dance and that battle effect and it needing rain to evolve into its final form. Gumi at level 40 will evolve into Sliggoo, and then Sliggoo at level 50, if it's raining in a battle and it levels up, then it'll evolve into Goodra, which is kind of interesting. Goodra is a plain dragon type. There's no additional water type. There's also no additional poison type, which you could also assume that maybe this thing has. There's none of that. But it's a good Pokemon. For me personally, if I had to, throw my 2 cents into the ring, I would say this Pokemon feels very incomplete. And then I think that's why I was excited, but I think a lot of other people got excited that Goodra would be getting a Steel type and would be getting a HISUIan form. This feels like the first time in Generation 4 where you realize all of these Pokemon are getting new forms. All of these Kanto Pokemon are getting new forms. This is what that feels like. And so I'm kind of having a moment right now. I wanted to just bask in this with all of you, share the moment and share the experience and the feeling. Yeah, anyways. So first up, Moo Moo Milk. This is what got me really hyped. Another thing I'll mention is that I don't think it was said specifically, like it wasn't actually indicated that Goodra will be getting a shell, but I think it is obvious that it will get some sort of shell. Goodra, the dragon slug, is based on a European olden day mythology fairy tale thing where there's a dragon and the dragon is a slug. If we take Goodra, the dragon slug, if we know that it's going to get a steel type evolution, I think it only makes sense that the slug becomes the snail. Oh, I just realized I had headphones in this entire time. Are you guys okay with that? I'm just gonna leave them in. So this brings us to Moo Moo Milk, the amazing artist over on Instagram. Link is in the description. Moo Moo Milk has created this. Goodra is living inside of a conch, like Sinistea lives inside of a broken teapot. It's almost shaped like a bazooka. The shell has these little like feet at the bottom. It's blue color. It's the same blue color as Goodra. I don't know if those are actually part of its body or if it's just, just colored that way thematically. But anyways, this thing's shooting goo out of all of its orifices. It's disgusting. This thing better learn some poison type moves. The flavored text Moo Moo Milk has given this HISUIan Goodra is the slimy dragon Pokemon. Due to the excessive hunting of this Pokemon, sad, it collects minerals found near bodies of water and molds them into a hardened shell in order to preserve their species. The openings on its metal shell, okay, so it is metal, it's not actually a conch, shoot out slime whenever a predator gets near. It can suck in its shell much like a Tortuga. Its tank-like shell can shoot with high velocity and precision. Yeah, very dangerous Pokemon. You wouldn't want to mess around with this. Let's move right on along to this next art by Artworks 218. The first image I saw was this adorable little Goomy. It looks like a Mario character. Its cheeks are now purple as a reference to its old color. The shell on its back, you can see Goomy is a snail now. This is in the same family as a Magcargo. This is a cute Pokemon, and it's got a little point right on the back of it as well. But this Goomy evolves, this Hisuian Goomy, into a Hisuian Sliggoo. It's got a nice little crown right on its forehead. This thing looks like royalty. I mean, I really do like these designs. These are cute, and they don't belong in Kalos, but I wouldn't mind seeing them in Kalos. Again, its shell gets a little bit bigger. These are looking, I forgot about Gary from SpongeBob. This is the main event. Hisuian Goodra, Dragon Steel type. It's so beautiful. This design is not as abstract as Mumomelt's design, but I love that it's wearing, it's living inside of this conch shell, the steel conch shell. And it's got these like floral patterns where the conch shell opens up that look like some sort of article of clothing. The flavor text reads, "This regional variant still has its shell and uses it to defend itself. It is based on the Shushabora, a yokai which shows a dragon living inside of a shell. What do you think? And how do you like my design?" Oh, I wasn't supposed to read that part. Well, I love this design. Thank you for making this design. I've been geeking out online. I made some really dumb TikToks about this. This community is so amazing. The fact that we can like get some sort of information out into the ether, everyone's thinking about the same exact thing, and they all make a new form of whatever the idea is. We all just like speculate and go off on it. It gets me hyped, literally hyped. I'm so blessed to be part of this community. Okay, now we're gonna move on to this is a Hisuian Goomy again. This is by Dad Drake. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Dad Drake 95. Oh man. So this design, the whole concept behind this Hisuian Goomy is based on Mercury. I think this is something that I mentioned in my original Hisuian Goodra rumor video. I mentioned that maybe the steel type and it being so gooey would be, some sort of reference or relation to the metal Mercury, which it often takes, the metal Mercury often takes the form of a liquid, which is cool and really unique for the metal. But anyways, this Goomy is so cute. Right off the bat, Dragon Steel type. It doesn't need to evolve into the Steel type. It just is the Steel type. It just is Mercury. This Hisuian Goomy looks like a little child dressing up as Galarian Slowking for Halloween. That's the exact vibe that I got from this photo. You can see his little green cheeks sticking out underneath the helmet, and you can see his antennas sticking out the holes. I love this design so much. This is amazing. So Sliggoo has kind of grown into the helmet. The helmet has become part of its body, and it's again wearing it like a mask. I do like this a lot. You can see its beating eyes underneath the mask, underneath the shell, and again, it doesn't stop being drippy. I need to get a soundboard. I guess I could do it in post. We need some sort of drum roll right now, because next we have Goodra. This thing is a true pseudo-legendary Pokemon. We're all talking about new forms for Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I would say a new region would not be complete without its own signature pseudo-legendary Pokemon. We have Hisuian Goodra. This thing is insane. It's so scary looking, and that is definitely a Shelder shell. I think the lore behind this is that when a Shelder bites onto a Slowpoke and they become Slowking, and then Slowking dies, that Shelder shell, when the soul passes away, the shell is left over. If a Goomy gets a hold of it, it becomes this monstrosity. And I mean that in a good way. Monstrosity is a compliment, actually. Everything about this design is so scary, and he's on all fours. This Pokemon is all fours. Just like it's dripping. There's eyes inside. There's eyes inside of this, inside of the shell, which is pretty scary, considering Goodra is only supposed to have 2 eyes. So its jowls are dripping. It's got these massive 4 antennae. This thing is the scariest snail I've ever seen in my life, and I want to train this thing so bad. All of the artists will be linked in the description. In the comments, I want to know which of these designs are your favorite. Question of the day, do you think we're going to get a HISUIAN Goodra? Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos. And if you want to support me, become a Dusty Gogoat Channel Member today. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck hunting.